We think that a phone should. And a modular phone platform might just make all of these things possible. There are lots of challenges, true. So much so that many have said it couldn't be done at all. But we decided to give it a shot. And in ATAP fashion, we started by turning statements like, it's impossible, into numbers. What exactly does impossible mean? Now, the principal challenge to modularity is overhead. What we found is that Moore's law, the miniaturization of electromechanical components, and a modern data protocol could get the modularity penalty at the system level down to about 25% across the board in PCB area, in device weight, and in overall power consumption. In exchange, users would have the flexibility to turn the phone into a solution to an old problem, or to turn their phone into a new possibility altogether, to turn their phone into a means of choosing. Why choose a phone for its camera when instead you could choose a camera for your phone? Why can't I slide in a module that's my key fob, then take it out, give it to a valet? Why not share the most expensive sensor or component among my friends, my family, or perhaps across a village? Think of ARA as a versatile computing platform, one where development of each element is paced by the limits of our collective imagination and the capabilities to build new amazing things. Think of it as an analog to the Android app ecosystem, just in hardware. So we assembled a team, a small technical team within ATAP, 20 partners, some 150 people across 3 continents. Universities, major chip makers, industrial designers, interaction engineers, many, many others. And the goal is to have the team iterate. Advances in one area inform another, a process of constant trade-offs and cooperative effort to close the design across the disciplines and across the teams. If we did it linearly, it would take us a decade. Instead,
let's boot it.
9 months into the project, we have our first functional form factor prototype. There is lots more to do, but we're off to a good start. This is ARA being born.
Oh.
Yeah!
As you see, just a few short weeks ago, the phone was tethered to a laboratory bench. Since then, we have cut the umbilical, and we have exercised many of its features. So I invite you to see for yourself. This is the Spiral 1 prototype. We could switch to the shoulder cam. There you go. This is the Spiral 1 prototype. It uses FPGAs to implement a packet switch network on device using the industry standard MIPI Unipro protocol. It also has a flexible power bus that allows any module to be a power source, a power sink, or a power storage device. And it supports, in limited fashion for now, the hot swapping of batteries and other modules. So shall we see if we can get it to boot today? Seth? This is Seth Newberg. He's our chief electrical engineer, and he's going to power it on. Here's what you should expect. About 10 seconds into the boot sequence, the power bus will initialize. The LED, there's an LED module on the back, which Seth will show you in a bit. It'll come on. About 30 seconds into the boot sequence, if all goes well, the display module should initialize, and the screen will do a quick flash. About 35 seconds into the boot sequence, the Linux kernel will boot, and the Android logo will appear on the screen. And hopefully, fingers crossed, at 60 seconds, the Android home screen will appear on the device. So, Seth, go ahead. There's the LED. Oh, flash. This is promising. All right. Just a little bit further, just a little bit further. Ooh. Well, we're most of the way there. OK. So maybe we'll let Seth power cycle it and try again. I assume we can't recover from that particular screen without a power reboot. In the meantime, let's go back to slides. Patrick, you can relax for a second, and we'll call you back if we reestablish the home screen there. Guys, this will be really hard, but we're going to do this together. We're making a supply chain for EPMs. We're developing the processes needed for shell fabrication. The Unipro ASICs are well on their way. Expect a prototype version of Android with modularity feature support sometime in the fall. And the MDK is already out. Download it, check it out. So if we were to ask better questions of our phone, maybe they would look something like this.